Hello, my name is Megatron Bison, and welcome to this final part of Let's Play King of Demons, or Majyuuou, on the Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom, depending on where you're from. And this is the next stage we're playing with our hero Abel now in the green form. We've got these straight shooting green lasers. They kind of remind me of the lasers from Gradius. They're pretty cool. And we still got our wife with us, which is also pretty handy too. And he's got a charge attack, which I'll be showing off here. It's that their green sound wave type attack. It's pretty good. Actually has a pretty good hitbox on it, so yeah, I recommend using that one. And he also has the typical downward kick that's not that useful. The green form, well, I think it's better than the blue form, personally. But I think the red's the one I've enjoyed using the most. It had a very handy quick roll maneuver. Whereas, well, the green one's got this kind of useless teleport. The blue has the slide, but then I don't really rate his special attack or his regular attack. Anyway, we've got these here weird flaming skull worm things, and they're not that much of a bother really. I'm just playing really crappily apparently. But you can see the super attack completely wastes them. And to be honest, most of the things in this level are surprisingly easy given the fact that we're quite later on. But we can still eat those little demon pixies, and that's pretty good. We get ourselves a health boost. Not only that there, we gotta fight these strange little blue spud men, which are completely non-threatening, as well as these spiky turtle things that are also kind of crap as well. Kind of strange, but given the fact that we're in a hell level, you'd expect a bit more from the enemies, but they're fine little blue spud men. And crappy turtles. But hey, this is a bit more promising. Now we're up against a dangerous dragon, with a hell of a lot of slowdown too, to boot. But he's not so bad. Just as long as you use your charge attacks, you can just aim them for his head and he goes down real quick. And now we see the corpse of presumably the rest of his body. That rotted away rather quickly. I'll finally be able to show off the little teleport maneuver here. I think the green form's pretty good, but like I said, stick to the red really. Unless you want to go for the good ending, that is, of course, where we actually have to get all three forms, and then we'll be given one ultimate form for the final stage, which is pretty nice as well. And to be cheap here, I actually respawn my health by going back up to the top screen and then dropping back down to the bottom. Yeah, it's pretty cheap to say the least, but, well, you know, it's there, you may as well abuse it. And now we're into probably the crappiest part of this level. It's an auto-scroller, where we're going to be chased extremely slowly by lava. And then we have to destroy these things, and I think any form that you have by this stage will absolutely tear its way through them, so there's not much threat at all unless you somehow manage to bugger up jumping over those fire pillars. Not very tough at all. And not a great stage gimmick either. I swear the rest of the game's good though. For a game with such a dark image though, it's not really that tough. As you can see here, I've got 6 lives, and to be honest, it's not really that hard a game to beat without dying if you get used to the levels, I guess. Well, it looks more like sand that's following us, and for some reason it stops right there, so wasn't that dramatic, not much of a threat at all. The invisible wall held it back, I guess. And now we've got those crappy turtles that are no threat. As well, we could snack on those guys, but to be honest, not much point given the fact that I've got full health. But oh, what the hell? Dinner time. But like I said, pretty disappointing that this is the caliber of enemy we're going up against in what appears to be actual hell, as opposed to frozen hell from last time. Just turtles and the same little pixie kind of enemies. But look at this here guy. He's a strange mid-boss fella, and he throws these here spiky hands at us. And they can be difficult to predict where they're going to come from. As long as you stay far back enough, you should be able to like telegraph his attacks and jump over them. But as you can see, it doesn't take much to kill him, ultimately. Just a couple of charge shots and he's down. And over here we've got those stupid spud monsters trying to ruin our good time. And they've got this ice breath attack, which actually can stretch out quite far and get a few cheap hits in. But at the same time you can keep them at the very far end of the screen and get even cheaper hits against them. So ha, what goes around comes around, kid. And now we're up against the boss of this stage, which actually reminds me of the boss from ActRaiser. You'll have to excuse the pauses in this last video, by the way, but my better DS3 kept on malfunctioning and basically kicking my controller out, so I inevitably have to pause the game, because the start button would still work, in order to actually be able to control the character once again. But as you can see, it's a matter of just jumping over his fireballs that he shoots from his hand, and then he starts teleporting. And then you've got to hit the eye in the middle of his stomach. He's pretty disgusting and weird. But he's a lot more angelic looking than Monarch this time. And I'm not sure who it's supposed to be, just some chief demon maybe? I don't think we ever studied this here. But as you can tell, it's actually just a matter of baiting him into teleporting right on top of you, and then you just move ever so slightly so you conveniently avoid all of his lightning prong attack. And now we've got our ultimate form. We're in this ultimate grey form. And it's time to take on the final stage, the final Tower of Demons. And first of all, I'm going to be going for the good ending. And to get the good ending, we need to acquire this form. So, hey, convenient, I've already got it. And turns out this game's taking some tips from Sega, and we're fighting all the mid-bosses again. And they're still kind of not difficult, really. Simple pattern for this guy as from the first stage, and you can absolutely destroy him with this new form, that power wave attack. Our regular attacks are pretty good too. We also have this strange lava ball downwards kick. But like all the downward kick attacks, it's not that useful. And basically to try and get enough health to be able to defeat the final boss, I'm going to have to try and spam health out of these wee fairies. However, only 2 respawn from a single pod, so isn't that disappointing. And this here stage is kind of gross. It's got a bit of a Contra Geiger-ish feel with those pumping hearts in the background and the eyeballs too, and hey, it's that there crappy little flying insect thing. And well, now that we've got our ultimate form, it's not going to be much threat at all. It wasn't that bad the first time, although it managed to show me up, so this time I want to absolutely destroy it with my newfound abilities. That's right, I'm the king of demons now, dickhead, not you. And you repeat ad nauseum basically. Every time you defeat a mini boss, there's one of these pods, so you've got 2 chances to get a tiny bit of health back. I am gonna be abusing those. Although I got hit by that one. No. But definitely, it looks like somebody was a fan of Contra, the studio that made this game. When you look at that background. And hey, it's that old Death Scythe enemy from stage 4, the tree. Although I like to call it level 3 to just count that stupid intro stage that shouldn't really count. And time to beat out more fairies. Yeah, I know, this isn't a lot of fun to watch. And it wasn't a lot of fun to do actually, but it's the only way you're going to be able to heal. No way to get your wife back on this stage. And it doesn't even give you any blue orbs, it's just a stingy get. And there's my controller acting up again, what a bastard. Better DS3 my ass. And look at this here Cthulhu-ish chap. Well, he seems to be able to summon snakes and, well, at least it's not Medusa heads, I guess. Well, he goes down fairly quick when we destroy his little companions. And we're on to our last fairy dispenser. So, time to eat up. So we're going to need all the health we can get for this final boss, whoever that may be. Onward we go though. evil demonic laugh, and it's cutscene time.
Welcome, Abel. I'm impressed by your progress. So you're the resurrected demon? Yes, I am the king of the demons. Damn you! What have you done with my daughter? Ah, yes, your daughter was so cute. Was? Don't play games with me. Let Iria go. You want to see her? I see. Very well, I will allow it. I shall grant you your final request, and then you will die, Abel.
And oh god, Iria's stuck in the middle of his head. That's pretty horrible. So here we are against the king of demons, and he's got our daughter stuck between his head. That's no good. And even less good was my better DS3 controller problems. Honestly, it's normally great except when it disconnects. So he shoots these electric orbs. We want to double jump to dodge them at the last minute so we don't land on top of them. And it's just a matter of basically trying to blow the horns off and then blow his eyes out. We'll also use some flamethrower breath. But it's not too bad. If you hog this side of the screen, it literally can't touch you, as you can see. So let's shoot the eyes out of him. The charge attack isn't really any use here, because I didn't reach him. So it's just a matter of jumping up and shooting our regular fire bolts. Damn, your daughter's stuck in his head. And now he's gonna attack us with his demon head. And again, something about the background of this boss really reminds me of the final boss of Contra Spirits or Super Protector or Contra 3, depending where you're from. It really looks like one of the final bosses. It's pretty cool though. And out of the head comes our daughter, but oh god, she's changed! And she's evil now! Evil demon daughter. Why did you have to change? And as you can see, she's got a lot of attacks, including a nasty dash and some homing laser things. And she can also use a downward kick. She's just like her old man. But you just want to shoot the crap out of her and pretty much be ready to jump over jumping downward kick, as well as ready to jump out of the way of her dodge, or not dodge, rather her dash attack. Just keep firing away at her though, and just keep your distance, and she'll go down eventually. You might take a hit, but you'll be okay if you've kept enough energy to this point, and you just keep your distance. And down she goes. Bad daughter. Papa.
Iria, let's go. Together we can heal the world and make it a place where both humans and humans can live.
I think he meant humans and demons. As long as I'm with you, I can do anything.
And so shall I become king of demons.
Oh, I think. Yeah, that was weird. So that was our good ending. And we got that by attaining our ultimate form, and it turns out the good ending is to become the king of demons yourself. You've become a super evil demon. However, you're gonna make it a better world for humans and humans. Bit of a typo there, I think. Humans and demons, I'd assume. But Abel reunites with his daughter, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. Mummy's a fairy, Abel's the king of demons, and little Iria's now a cheeky demon scamp herself. And that's gonna be an awkward one if he has to ever go sign on or anything like that, I guess. But I'm also gonna be showing off the bad ending here as well, which you get by basically taking, well, if you get more than one orb of the same color, you are guaranteed to get the bad ending, basically. You have to get one of each color if you want to get the ultimate form. But if you get 3 of the same color, you get a slightly boosted version of that form, and this is the green form, all pumped up. He's got a slightly thicker laser, and he's also got a slightly different charge attack, which is this here spread attack orb thing. It's pretty good, actually. Difficult to position, but when you position it just right, it does lots of damage. And the old Contra face here is taking quite the kicking from it. The regular laser is going to be a bit harder to aim with this character. And unfortunately he's stuck with the useless teleport still as well. But we've done this before. And if you stuck to my advice, just getting ready to double jump anytime these blue orbs come for you, you're going to be alright. So the King of Demons has lost his horns and lost his eyes, and now his head's coming for us again. And these charge orbs should make short work of him, but again, they go to show how useless that teleport is by getting crushed. It doesn't really have any good invincibility frames, nor does it move you as well as any of the other forms. Oh well. It's time to see our daughter again. Hey Iria, how's it going? Oh honey, you don't have to wear these clothes to impress boys. But Iria's still gonna attack away here, and I'm showing that she can be quite irritating. The ultimate form does have its advantages against her, to say the least. Maybe even having the blue dragon here, which I don't really like using, would be good, but I like the green form, even if they ended up turning it red. Oh well. But as long as you've got her pattern down again, even if you're in one of the other forms, you shouldn't find her too difficult. Just a matter, like I said before, keeping your distance. Completely unlike what I done there when she done a downward kick to my face. Honey, stop messing with Daddy like this. But Iria's pushed her luck too far. She's gonna learn that there's a new Daddy in town. He's a disciplined Daddy. And he's got his wife beat her on for a reason, it turns out. He's gonna lay down the law with his daughter. Goddamn monster! Give me back my daughter! Yeah. And that was the bad ending. And in the bad ending, you shoot your daughter in the head. Lovely. So, our good ending is to become the King of the Demons with our demonic daughter. And the bad ending is to retain your human form, but shoot your demonic daughter in the head. What a positive little Super Nintendo game this is. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching. This has been Let's Play King of the Demons, or Majyuuou, for the Super Nintendo, and I've been Megatron Bison. I hope you want to check out this game sometime if you're a fan of, well, if you're a fan of action platformers and anything supernatural or demonic. It's hard not to recommend it. Although I wish I could recommend the music more. It's not some of the best you're going to get out of the SNES. Anyway, hopefully you'll join me next time for another Let's Play. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.